Hi all, welcome today to our session on just a general session. Uh, but before that, I'd like to tell about Scripple Knowledge Library. It's a one of a type of a library which brings together of thoughts and hopes because talents need to be nourished and guided properly. With time, some have their own strengths in their own field, and everybody cannot achieve the same others in their field, but would excel in their own areas of strength. Before we understand Scribble Pad Knowledge Library, let's understand why library and Scribble Pad. Library because Scribble Pad gives focused knowledge and knowledge gives enlightenment to thoughts. Well, we initially started with taking national and international authors' interviews because we believe that every author who has written something needs to connect to the readers, and the readers should also connect to the authors. It's not just penning down some letters on a paper and get it into print, and uh, ultimately the book stays in the bookshelves. The book has got no meaning until it does not reach the readers. In the same way, the reader also interprets, understands, tries to read the book, and tries to connect with the authors what he wants to say. And we have taken online interviews of many international authors and Indian authors, and also some of the authors are from USA, Egypt, Germany, etc. So before, uh, like in today's topic, we uh, I think it's important to understand mm, today's topic, which is my favorite topic, and that's MBA, Masters in Business Administration. If you see you are doing a master on a particular subject, that's called business, and to administrate it. So you are doing a particular subject or course, uh, post graduation. You're doing the masters on a particular area of specialization. That's business. How to administrate it. And some say MA, it's Master in Arts, it has got literature, it's got political science, it's got sociology. It's a all mixture of all of MCom is a Master of Commerce, entire commerce. If you have somebody has done a MCom, then relatively doing an MBA is like doing both because MCom is much more higher version of the MBA. MBA is part of it. But the main difference coming out in MBA is most of the, if you see, for example, most of the resumes, if you see, 85%, 75% have got an MBA tagged in the resume. And literally, if you ask them, how does MBA correlate with your graduation and correlate with your other things? They won't be able to answer, but they would be saying is most of them done it, so we also done it. And in practical reality, if you find the answers does not connect with their resumes, so maybe I'm wrong. For me, MBA is you're doing a master, you're doing all a business, and you are learning to administrate the business. You're giving a commitment to the organization that you'd be generating the profit and also the loss. And if in terms of losses, it's the prime responsibility of the guy who does manage the entire business scenario. It's his responsibility to drive the profit as well as to drive the, in terms of take the responsibility uh, when the business is running in a loss. So if a guy has done 2 years of a program based on management, so he has learned the basic core related things related to the management, to manage the business and to administrate it. Because there's no point in putting up degree which says I've done an MBA, but if I'm not able to manage the business or take a administrative or administrate the business properly, then it is no use doing that MBA. It's worthless. मैं भले में आया मैं बेकार में आया. Many big organizations, like if I'm doing my MBA, I'm also a CA, I'm also a CS, I'm also a cost accountant. All the fields are different, and they got a specializations are different. But we try to mix it up because everything seems to be a commerce part into involved with it. But it's different because a chartered guy knows how to manage the financial accuracy of the organization. He's like the doctor who finds out the minus points, put it into the plus, adds up to the things, looks into the financial healthiness of the business, uh, the viabilities and the profitability that is properly running and all the costing effect and all. And the cost accountant would be putting up the cost involved, is a specialized masters in the cost. And a company secretary is obviously is specialized in the area of secretary. Secretary to manage the entire operations and all. So correlatingly, if you look into all the different aspects of the courses and graduations and all, courses and all, there are vast differences. If I learn how to manage, that is the first part of MBA. The business, how I manage the business, how I administrate the business. That's what an MBA stands for. It's not just a degree. Like I passed out the college, graduation, did my graduation. So I saw everybody doing an MBA. Naturally, maybe jobs are more lucrative, more attractive to the MBA if it's written on the resume. No. If you're not able to explain your resume to somebody, if you're not able to say the things what is involved in an subject of your resume, there's no worth. The resume is not any worth. If I'm not able to read, if I'm not able to write, and if I say that I know how to deliver a speech, I won't be able to deliver. But if I want to deliver in my own, in my free language, in whatever way I speak, I can speak easily. But when it comes to deliverance of a particular subject, I'm not able to deliver because I'm not adequately specialized on that. So how is MBA different from MA or Masters in Arts, Masters in Commerce, Master in Science? The word B over here indicates its business and A indicates its administration. Where we use analytical theory, Pareto theory, or whatever theories are there, I put them into calculations. Based on that, I want to find out a profitability to the organization. I'm hired to give the profitability to the company. The company is interested in the growth, so they have hired me. And management, I've done my management in business administration, in marketing, so I've been hired to particularly look into the growth part of the particular organization in the field of marketing. If I say MBA, I've done my business administration in HR, means human resource management. So how to manage the human resource, how to make effectively run the system in such a way that I take care of the management, the manpower, and I try to retain them. How I can retain them? How can I choose the best manpowers to make them a perfect uh, to hire a perfect team, and ultimately everything depends on the end result as the profitability, growth, sales, and all those things are there. I may say I've done my MBA and specialization in marketing and handling the core business of the operation part, customer care, customer handling, and both are different because I have learned to make profitability, to give profitability to an organization. And that's what my MBA stands for, management. I'm here to manage your business, administrate your business, and to manage it properly. And that's what I'm an MBA. And basically, we'll later on try to understand the different subjects involved in it. There's a subject called customer care management. It's one of my favorite subjects because Customer care management is it's a depth involved subject. Normally, we don't, we always know there's a customer care number 1860. We put up a call to them, and and the other guy, we expect to be an expert in all the things to deliver your queries and your answers. Technically, if you see, the call center refers these things to the service department, who takes care of the after sales department to deliver, to answer your queries and all. But if you relatively look, it's a very big subject, and it's one of the finest subjects, most refined subject, and in-depth subject. If you look into the in-depth of all the things, customer care department is one of the best because it's involved operations. It involves the understanding the grievances of the customer. You are trying to understand what the customer is saying to you, because there is something or the other the customer hasn't got from the product what he was expecting. Therefore, we as a after sales team, we as a after sales team is a responsibility to look into the core area of understanding what the customer wants from us, and literally use the feedbacks, understand the customer queries, and go for a final resolution of the complaints. And today, I think this is the basic part of what we will be carrying out, what we'll be trying to understand and all. And basically, tomorrow we'll start with the first chapter in MBA. We'll try to understand the basics, keynotes in making a fine management student, right? See, if I say I'm a student means I'm involving my time and putting my time into research to find out more data and more queries so that I can be more professional, more and I can understand, have an in-depth more knowledge about a particular subject. Thanks.